So many questions, don't know what to start with. You've been so distant, I don't understand it. It seems so much you're breaking down. We can make it all better. I'm down for whatever. Wait a minute, what you saying? You must be joking, man, you're playing.
Welcome to another episode of Opinionated Facts. I'm your host, Drizzle. Today we got another special guest in the building. My man, the third.
It's good.
How you doing today, brother?
I'm doing all right, man. You know, living, driving, doing it.
How was I guess I'm going to ask it, man, because it's everybody's mind. How did you stay busy during the whole Corona? I mean, which is still going on, but when it first started, like, how did you keep yourself busy and creative during the Corona outbreak?
Isolation make you work. Period. Like, doesn't matter who you are. You know what I'm saying? Like, being in a position to where you're pretty much stagnant, you have no choice but to kind of occupy that time doing something else. And since my time already was music anyway, you know, me being in the house, in the studio or whatnot, nothing changed for me. I don't think really nothing changed for me at all, man. I didn't go anywhere anyway. I was working all the time on music, so, you know, and my wife and child kept me at bay. So, okay. Yeah, man, it's like practice.
Okay.
I got more time to practice, got more time to work, and I think everybody else too had taken that time for opportunities to work with me too. So it was, you know, nothing ain't changed, to be honest with you.
Okay. Yeah, so you never lost that creative spirit, that creative edge.
No. And as soon as COVID hit, they're like, "We need you to stay at home." I'm like, "I'm already in here. I'm already in here, man." Like, so it did no, disrespect to me. It didn't do anything. So
okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So with everybody still at home, I know artists, you know what I'm saying, artists still recording everything. Were you did your workload pick up, or did it kind of stay around the same?
Ironically, it did. Again, you would think that, you know, during the whole COVID-19, especially with people losing their jobs, you know, that their financial flow had been shortened. You know, I've had more people hit me up throughout the process, like, "Hey, man, I'm going my savings, bro. We got to work." You know, we got to work, man. And I'm like, "Well, we can do whatever y'all want." You know, I'm like, but, you know, I don't want to have like disarray or anything, but we need you to, you know what I'm saying? If you can't do whatever, don't put that big of a sacrifice into that. If you talk about, "Well, my job is gone, bro, I ain't got nothing else." Like,
it's all like that.
I'm like, okay, well, you
I'm
know
going
what?
for broke. It's all like
going
that.
for broke, bro. I got whatever right now, man. I don't know what's gonna happen. You know what I'm saying? So, but yeah, man. I mean, you know, they hit me up, man. They wanted to get their work done. It's like they preparing for Derby and all that or something, man. Like, they hit me up a lot. You know, they trying to get some stuff finished. I'm like, all right, let's get the work done.
Derby, is it canceled or they just pushed it back?
Pushed it back. It's like September, which is stupid. Like, it's you know, it just takes away from everything that we've had apparently for a century plus. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's
since the dawn of time.
Yeah, man. Everything. I mean, but even still, with even everything else going on right now, I really don't. You know, I don't even. You know, I don't see how anything else could even be ready to go on in the future with.
All right. So you mentioned with everything going on. Let's get into that a little bit because it is a lot going on. It's heavy. It's draining. It's exhausting. It's upsetting. Like, it makes you angry. You know what I'm saying? But from all those different type of emotions, sometimes you can pull creativity from that. So with everything going on, like, how are you using what's going on right now and possibly implementing that into, like, your music?
Unity it can be a simple concept, but it's extremely hard to come by. You know, many people don't see that as a form of action sometimes, or people have the tendency to be on different pages while together. Like, you've seen what's going on out here. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's fighting for the same cause apparently, but they're all going about it a different way. That's not necessarily unity. You know what I'm saying? That's not really unity at all, because the same message isn't really being given out, and it's being expressed totally different from different avenues and different people. And
so it's getting received differently.
Of course. And then the people from the outside in are looking at it and being like, "Oh, well, they all together." And they're like, "No." Like, they're doing what they're doing, but we're not together.
Yeah.
We're walking in the same direction, but we're not walking the same.
Yeah.
And I was out here, you know, and, you know, on the first few nights, and, you know, even with some of my people, man, and it got real deep, man. I mean, you're talking about rubber bullets, the tear gas, and everything else. And I sat back, man, you know, and had an idea. You know, music is it's a medicine that can work with any scenario, you know, any scenario. And I was like, man, I want to get people together and create, you know, something that people can listen to, people could navigate to, people can feel, be motivated by, inspire. And I was like, you know what, I want to, because I do film scores, you know, like that's one of my things, you know. I playing piano, man, for 26, 27 years, studied composition, you know, understanding how to build that cinematic feel with music. So I'm like, you know what, taking that same element, bringing in rappers from hip hop culture, I wonder what we can do, you know. So right now I'm creating an idea to bring together, you know, some of the musicians, you know, that I respect within my city, you know, other individuals within the media, you know, my marketing team at Hatfield Media, other media outlets even outside the state, and try to make something go on, man, to where we can present pretty much like a short film and a music, you know, concept that showcases the issues that we've been through, man, within our generation due to police brutality, racial profiling, racism, you know, the whole nine. I think it's going to be a really powerful piece, and I think that sonically, visually, and the message itself could, you know, make an impact. So, you know, that's what I'm working on currently right now, hoping that all goes well with everyone I'm reaching out to be involved. But, you know, I think that's one step to create a change in everything going on, you know.
Okay, who are some of the artists that you've reached out to possibly be a part of that project?
So Mark De Niro, Fierce. Haven't talked to Ricky Boom yet, but I need my bro involved. Let's see, B.Simm, Jonathan Cash, aka J Monkey. Reaching out to Shy Candy, Study, Brilliant, Ian McHale, and, you know, I'm still scouting right now to get some other people involved. I'm trying to get the media involved to kind of introduce me to other folks that has that lyrical concept, because I need that conscious vocal, you know. And then other folks to be involved, William Mitchell, with his aesthetics with Shaolin Lotus, which is what I'm wearing right now. His visual aspect I need. I'm about to reach out to my boy Kyle, who shoot videos, and Antonio Pantoja. I'm trying to get a lot of these visual folks and, you know, correlators involved with this. But artist-wise, I'm still looking for, you know, the ones that can bring that message. You know, outside of the commercial aspect, I need somebody who can actually bring, you know, that words. You know, I need the right feel, the right energy, the right everything.
Yeah.
But those who I just mentioned are those who I have spoke to and who I am going to be reaching out to, and to get a lot more of this out here. Mr. Goodbye, you know, yeah, man, like I need those people involved.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that message will be hard from them just alone, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now with a project like that definitely takes a lot of time and resources and energy. So the project that you were working on for yourself, did you kind of put that on hold to kind of focus?
No. It's what I did is, when it came down to, well, I don't even want to say that. I was going to say I put aside other artists, but it's I try to schedule out things as much as I can. I try to prioritize things in the order, you know, for it to get done. When it comes down to me, I can always work on me. You know what I'm saying? You know, I just got a song mixed the other day I did that's fire. You know what I'm saying? But while that right there was getting done, you know, I was able to negate my time to work on, you know, this project. I had this idea. And then other artists, I just make sure I work on throughout the week. I'm in the studio, man, 6 times out the week, you know. So, I mean, at the minimum, 8 to 10 hours all the time. So, I mean, I've had my frequent breaks so I can have my creativity to come back, you know, and be able to go back and forth between these multiple things. So it's going to take a few weeks for it to get done. But when it comes down to the production side, I'll probably get done with that in the next couple of days. Okay. You know, then go back, pull in more elements. I mean, it's more so getting all the elements together. Everybody's time, the schedule. Right now, people got time. They got time today. So, I mean, it's a benefit for it within the situation. It works out for the best, but, you know, but yeah, man, like I need to really get that involved. Oh yeah, Black and Smoke. I didn't say them. I need to reach out to Black and Smoke. But I mean, I know they'll be down for it. But I mean, yeah, like just, you know, it's just more so getting people together. If I want to get everybody in the room together and do this, or if I want to do it separately, you know, and they all come out, I like to gather everybody at once so people can see that. Yeah. You know, that's the point. You know, people coming together, doing this together. You know, not just putting a song together and we put it out. This because it's bigger than that. It's not not even what I'm doing. Yeah. You know, it is within itself, but that's not. You know, so yeah, man, it takes up time, but I'm able to balance it. Okay. Yeah.
Okay. Now, what do you have as far as just for you coming up musically?
So at first I was gonna work on this almost like girl dad type joint, you know what I'm saying? Father's Day is coming up, you know what I'm saying? Right. And then all this stuff happened. I'm over like, man, will anybody even care about Father's Day right now? You know, and I even ran that by my wife, and I'm like, you know what I mean? Like,
I think they would.
I think they would. And I think,
I think they would just because the one of the things I seen going around was the black man post. You know, everybody doing stuff. So I feel like Father's Day's in a couple weeks. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Big George, he was a father. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like it's well, you know what I'm saying? We'll get our just due just a little bit. You know, so we'll still get our day. It won't get overlooked. You know, we actually might get more love this year than we have in the past.
You know what? And with you saying that, you just okay, because both you and my wife said the same thing. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and finish it. So I'm gonna do well, this is new. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do a Father's Day joint, you know, and get that going. But I already had a concept for it. Yeah. So it was a ballad. It really wasn't like any percussions or anything like that. It was just straight up piano and me singing to it. Okay. You know, and I was gonna get I was gonna get a rapper involved, almost the vibe of what is that? The whole "See You Again" vibe with Wiz Khalifa and Charlie Puth.
Okay, I know you're talking about.
It's like that, minus the drums, you know, but it's that type of like feeling.
And the drums set it off.
Yeah, drums set it off. The drums do set it off. I think when it comes down to like that contemporary market, especially like the pop side of things, like straight piano, it'll win all the time, man. Okay. Like ballads, just a lot of the top songs that are top 40 now on that crossover side is nothing but melody. It's nothing but like, you know, piano or strings or whatever the case might be, and then everything else is connected vocally, choir, or whatever the case might be. But I think I'm gonna do it just like that. I think that'll work perfect. But outside of that, commercial wise, I got my song called Vicky Secrets, with my boy with B.Simm and my guy in London, Daniel DeBoer. That's gonna be my next joint I push out, and I got another commercial song I just got mixed that's ridiculous. I mean, it's crazy.
Now is the Vicky Secrets, is that with Victoria's Secret?
So I've spoken to L Brands. They are aware of the song I'm doing. Okay, so that whole connection came about. When B.Simm and I, the whole you don't want these cars. Yeah, that's our joint. You know, he called me 2013, 2012, one of them, and was like, 3 o'clock in the morning, hey, you know, I need a record for the Cardinals. I'm like, motherfucker, it's 3 o'clock in the morning. He was like, I know, man, but I got an idea. We got to do this. And I was like, man, give me an hour, man. I'm up. Fuck. So I go into the room, I give me a drink, and I make this joint, send it to him. You don't want these cars is born. Yeah. Got the whole city behind us. Like if we won that year,
Yeah,
you know,
definitely was the era of the Cardinals.
Yeah, you know what I mean.
Wow.
Yeah, I mean, we was going. I mean, the girls was at the last game. We could have won. We lost that, but I mean, you know, that year was it for us. You know what I mean? And you know, now it's like the official joint for U of L now, like 100%. You know, every merchandise got the tag on it. It's crazy right now. But in between that time frame, around about 2016, I want to say. Victoria's Secrets made a collegiate line called "You Don't Want These Cards," and we was like, you know, my wife and I were in the store, you know, because I like that store, and because we in the store, and she's like, "Oh, they got You Don't Want These Cards." I'm like, "Oh, that's what's up." It didn't really click to me at that point. I walk out the store and I'm like, "Wait a minute." I go back in that store, I was ready to take all them clothes off the rack and just walk out the door. I'm telling you, I was so mad. And about 10 minutes after I seen it, B.Simm called me. Was like, "Bro, have you seen Victoria's Secrets?" I'm like, "I just was in the store." Heated. A big cease and desist, I think, went out to him. I spoke to someone in the legal department, and we spoke about it for a little bit. And then during that whole process, I built a rapport with them over there, you know, throughout everything. So the dudes, I mean, I like the song, this, and this, and then when I did the whole Vicky Secrets joint, I was like, let me reach back out to them, you know. And then my marketing team was like, we can, you know, get connected. They got Fashion Week, they do a bunch of stuff. So as soon as we get the song out, promote it, you know, we making that phone call, like, hey, let's do something, you know. They already know we got ties with them, so hopefully it'll be a lot easier than, you know, anything else. So, yeah, we're hoping for the best with that. That'd be great.
Okay.
Heck yeah.
Okay, that's good. You built a relationship. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, and the weirdest.
Yeah, weirdest way.
Weirdest way. But it worked. You know, so it worked.
Now, I'm gonna take it back a little bit. Now, with everything going on, you said you was out there for the first couple of days, and you seen what it was. You know what I'm saying? Up close and personal, the tear gas, the rubber bullets, which. I've seen the pictures of the damage that the rubber bullets have done, and it makes me think, it's like, man, it's like, why don't they just use these more often? I mean, nobody wants to get shot. Yeah. But I'd rather get hit with a rubber bullet versus a real bullet. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So it makes me think, like, if y'all got these resources and these tools to use it now, why don't they just always have, because a rubber bullet will take you down. Oh man, because it's coming at you the high speed of light. You're not just gonna get hit by a rubber bullet and just shake it off, unless you're the juggernaut. But you're gonna feel it. So it's like, why don't they use this more often? But you've seen it up close and personal, the tear gas, the rubber bullets. With everything going on, you know, you see the George Floyd case. That the cop is now, it went from third degree, it's now second degree murder. The other 3 cops, they got charged as well. You got the Ahmaud Arbery situation. All 3 gentlemen in that situation have been charged. Yeah. Like, what would you like to see happen soon, hopefully soon, in this Breonna Taylor case?
Every single one of them, bro, they need to, first off, they need to go jail, G. Like, I don't even know how more direct I can even be about that.
But one of those cops I seen, I don't know his name, but I just seen it's been multiple accusations of, like, years of sexual assault and other things that he's done. Oh yeah, since he's been LMPD.
See, that's one of the biggest things with media, man. Social media has given the ability to its users to dig up dirt on folks, you know, and you put yourself in that position, people find out stuff about you. Right. And sometimes it can be misleading, you know, I mean, even through, you know, with the whole, the Michaels, the one that shot Ahmaud, you know, they was going through finding old KKK pictures, or they found another picture where there was this Caucasian guy standing next to this mayor and his shirt said something about Allah is not God or something. They was like, yeah, that's him. And I'm like, no, that's not him. Yeah. It's not him at all, you know. I mean, but people are angry. Yeah. Right? So they're going to go find out who you are to make sure whatever reason why you decided to act the way you did, they're going to point out and be like, this is why you did it. Yeah. You know, you're racist.
Your facts.
You know, you're racist, you know. And like even when it came down to like the guy who was driving the truck behind who filmed it, right?
Yeah.
He had said he had heard Travis say like effing nigger to the guy, you know. Well, that did it. You know, that really just explained it.
Yeah.
You know. I don't really know what else. But I mean, man, like it's a very sensitive situation, you know, like as a whole, when it comes down to this situation, I you know, the cops need to be persecuted when it comes down to every cop in every scenario needs to be persecuted. The people who was involved with a mod, they need to be persecuted all equally, you know. It's murder.
Yeah.
100%. There's no other way to look at it. There's no other way around it. And at the end of the day, if there's no peace with it, then we gonna keep fighting. It is what it is, you know. I got to witness, you know, a lot of people like myself who have like a calm resolve, you know, they ask questions. They're going to the police, man, they ask them like, man, what are y'all doing this for? Like, who do you stand with? Like, I get this is your job, you know, but where do you stand with the situation? And a lot of these cops, man, here's the thing. Right now, bro, it is one of the worst professions that a black man can have right now, boys, is being a police officer.
Oh yeah, I saw a video. I don't know the dude's name, but I seen somebody ask on Twitter like, where's such and such. It's like the first or second night of, you know, the whole protest and everything, like last week, and somebody asked where bro was, and then somebody was like, we found him, and they posted a video of, I guess somebody, I don't know if he knew him because he grew up in the city, and so another dude's talking to him, like telling him like, man, fuck all this shit, you shouldn't even be, you know, a cop. And the dude that's a cop, he's like, man, I'm from the city, bro. Like I'm trying to like help, like I'm trying to change it. Like I'm not like everybody else. Like I'm really out here trying to do good in the community. Like I can't help it that it's only one of me, and if every one of me is 15, 20 pieces of shit, you know what I'm saying, that are also cops. Like he's just like, bro, like I'm from here, bro. Like I know what's going on. Like I'm alert.
Exactly.
And it was like, oh, this shit's getting crazy. You know what I'm saying? So it's like I definitely, it's definitely a tough time for the ones that got into it to be the change in the community and actually, like, you know, because they say cops shouldn't police a community that they don't live in. They shouldn't be coming, like they live in Prospect and they come into the West End to police. Like it shouldn't be like that. You know what I'm saying? So you got ones that really, they might have grew up in the West End or Newburgh or whatever, and they said, man, I'm gonna join the police academy, and they're trying to actually be that change. Yeah, but it's hard to do.
It is, man. I mean, it's like when Cap, you know, took a knee, right, and then the NFL made it known that if you're doing that, you'll get, you know, fined and all that was going on, and a lot of the players didn't knee because they didn't want to get fined.
Oh yeah.
And a lot of them made just reasoning behind it because they're like, man, this is how I provide for my family. You know, this is what I got to do for my folks. Like, me not kneeing doesn't mean I disagree with what he did. Yeah. You know, if he know me, he understands where I stand. Like, me pleasing everyone else to do this, it really shouldn't. Like, I know what I'm doing. I know what I stand for, you know, and if I could take the knee to do it and I would get penalized, but I got a wife and kid at home. I got bills. Yeah, I got bills, you know. It's the same thing with this. Yeah. I can't, first off, all cops aren't bad. We understand that. We know that. We're angry right now, so we don't care. Yeah. You know, and I'm very positive these African American police officers who signed up, they knew that there would be probably some fugazi stuff going on within where they are, you know. Yeah. But they're not there for them. They're there for themselves. This is their job. They got families at home. They got families and friends and all that type of deal. You know, so at some point in time, you know, even one of the guys that was out there, he was like, man, he's like, man, I'm not really out here for them. I'm out here for y'all. And he was speaking to me. He was like, yeah, man, he's like, I'm all the way for Breonna. You know what I'm saying? Like, what happened to her was trash. And I hope the cops that are here, man, they get, you know, he was telling us this. And I'm like, so it's not the fact that he's standing as a cop. It's the fact that he's just doing his job, man. And it's hard to see, because he's on that side of the fence. Yeah. And if you're standing on that side, all of you are guilty. Yeah. And that sucks. It really does, you know, because him being a cop isn't the problem. It's the fact that it's the fact that the justice system and how the system itself and being in law enforcement is jacked, and that's based on the individual. The individuals are messed up, and who built the system is the whole source of the problem. You know, and the way that we're looked at as a community, as a people, has been like that since day one. It's never been equal. We haven't had equality, despite the fact what documents has been signed or what civil acts have been moved. It doesn't matter.
The Constitution was written first.
Yeah, it's still on the independence of the person.
Yeah.
You know, it doesn't matter what law is set. You know, it's like a cognitive dissonant type of mindset. You know, it's like people who smoke. They know for 100% it causes cancer. Still smoke.
Yeah.
It's a possibility. Same thing with this. These people out here understanding that racial motives in today's world will give you consequences. They still do it. They don't care.
Yeah.
You know, they understand that they can slip through the cracks because of the system. You know, and then the system is okay with it.
Yeah.
Because there's more than there is us.
That's a fact.
You know, but in today's society, despite the fact of our numbers, we come together the way we're doing. It's really bad for them. If people actually acted the way that they act towards us, if we was to retaliate the same way,
yeah,
it'd be bad. They hold more than 70% of the United States. You know, we're like 13-14%.
Yeah.
Despite the fact how small that number is, we still got more. It's so weird to explain, but again, it's the fact of knowing that now we have the opportunity to retaliate. They don't really fear us because they do the things that they do. They're not scared.
Yeah.
If it is, they're just foolish about it.
Yeah.
Because if a white woman, like the white woman on the plane who called the black stewardess a nigger on the plane,
yeah,
got choked up by the black woman she was sitting beside.
Yeah.
Like, again, you can't be scared. There's got to be something else going on.
Yeah.
Like, what is it? Because you can't be that stupid.
She felt protected.
Yeah, you felt protected because you ain't. That's the thing. What you just said is that you're not that protected anymore.
Yeah.
You know, we're not bound. We're not that bound anymore.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we're not. You know, like the same law can apply to you, but because of a racial foundation, you know, you won't get the same justice as me simply because you're not black. You know, but I now can do to you what you've done to me and go through the same ordeal, you know, without getting lynched,
yeah,
or shot in the street type deal, even though that's still happening, you know. But these past, you know, this past week, pretty much has been pretty much.
It's crazy. It's only been a week.
It's been a week. I mean, it's
it feels like it's been a whole month.
I think we're looking for. I think we have a brighter future coming if we keep fighting. And I think at some point the next generation might deal with it. Like, I would have never thought that we would go through this. You know what I'm saying? Like, as much for centuries that our people went through the deaths and the fighting, and then we got to a point to where equality somewhat kind of set, and then my parents, and you know, and then we look at what they did. We look at how the world, how we came up and grew up. Like, we didn't see a lot of that coming up, and then now we're still dealing with this as we're now adults. Media. Yeah, social media, and we can see a lot of things, man. And now we're actually going through this. Like, it could be actual civil war happening. It could be.
Yeah.
You know, and I hope not. But it's not hard, man, to see what's wrong, and you know, it's going to take care of everybody. You know, white, black, yellow, green, blue. Tease them taupe. It don't matter whatever you are, man. Like, you got to, whatever it is, you need to, you know, you need to wake up, because it'll get bad, you know. And I hope that it doesn't. But I hope that we have something, that we're fighting for something good. And when it comes down to the justice of the three individuals over the past some odd months, I hope that they get what's right. Because a black man did what they did, man, would be locked up on the spot. These people out of jail for months. Sitting at home, you know, paid leave, and then they get locked up because people are making noise. Yeah, it's not fair. Yeah. You know, so hope everything changes for the better, and we're gonna keep fighting until it does. I will, my family will, my friends will. We're gonna be out here. So
fact. Man. Yeah. Hey, bro, I'm right along with you, man. Like I said, it's eye opening. You know what I'm saying? Just some of the stuff that, like I said, I'm still when I looked at, you know, when they were using the rubber bullets, and I was just thinking, I said, bro, like, why a lot of this shit could be avoided if they just use this all the time. Like if Breonna got shot 8 times.
8 times.
8 times. So
fired like 20 rounds.
So she would have got fucked up with rubber bullets, but she wouldn't be dead. You know what I'm saying? Like they weren't cops. They chased him down with a shotgun. That's different. But other situations where cops have used guns, was Philando Castile in that situation. Rubber bullet.
Yeah, rubber bullet.
You know what I'm saying? Like there was no reason to even pull out your gun anyway. You told him to get his license out, and then he was getting a gun. You told him to get his license out. Right? It was in his pocket. You know what I'm saying? So
I don't.
It's a lot of questions. Don't know why they do a lot of things, but it's definitely eye opening for the people who haven't been paying attention or noticing. I guess it's nice to see some of the white counterparts are speaking up now, but then it's almost like, man, some of y'all just speaking up because the black people that y'all cool with said, nah, we ain't. Y'all got to say something now. You know what I'm saying? So now y'all saying something. You know, it's almost like when Drew Brees, when he apologized after the fact. It's like, I get it. You was asked a question about the flag, but you said what you said. You know what I'm saying? You said what you said, bro. Like, and then he takes it back, and then he gets on Twitter or Instagram. He's arguing with Trump. It's like, you doing too much. You know what I'm saying? Like, don't try to go too hard now, bro. You said what you said. You apologize. Leave it at that. You ain't got to go arguing with Trump now. Bro. Now you just reaching.
Yeah, you reaching just to get back on the popular vote. I don't. Like personally, I haven't really. Something about really forgiving him. It's just like, man, you said what you said. It's not even, you can't take it back.
You said what you said.
And the way that you're going about it.
And what he said wasn't like, not like he said like anything racist. It was like willful ignorance. Like you just don't want to understand like
huge disregard.
Like what he was doing it for. He wasn't doing it to say fuck the flag. He was doing it to like get y'all's attention and say fuck police brutality. You know what I'm saying? Because it's killing my people. Yeah. And here we are today. Yeah. 2 people who went through police brutality in the past month, Breonna and George Floyd. What was that within at least a 3-4 week span when that happened? Like that wasn't. That's all recent. You know what I'm saying?
Everything has been recent.
So it's like it's still happening. Like he did that shit 4 years ago. Yeah. It's still happening. Yeah. You know what I'm saying?
You know, even through a lot of this, man. Like again, it's a unity factor. You know, people want to ignore it because we're looking at everything else and everybody else who's effective towards us, but I mean, we're still an enemy to ourselves too. You know, and like I want to say it was last night, a girl got shot over some chicken at Indies on Broadway. Yeah, what? Like it's throughout Facebook. You know what I'm saying? Or the gentleman, or the 70-some-year-old retired chief police officer, and I can't remember where he was. He was stopping some looters from robbing a pawn shop. They were black.
Was that Philly?
Could have been.
I think I might have been Philly.
Yeah. They shot him. Yeah. Like he's dead, you know. Yeah. And the youngster who had the phone is like, come on, OG, no, OG, come on, OG, wake up, OG, wake up, OG. He's just sitting there, you know, taking his last breaths in. He was gone. Yeah. You know, he's like, man, over a TV? Like, over a TV. You know? Like, people are taking the opportunity now to take advantage of what's happening just for selfish needs. You know, like, and it's happening throughout multiple cities. You know, you got whites who are causing a lot of destruction in our name, which we didn't ask them to do. Have you seen the tags, the ACAB?
Nah,
you ain't seen. I don't know if they wiped it or what, but it's in a lot. All cops are bastards. Let me tell you something. Blacks don't say bastard. Ain't a term I would say. I don't think I've even. It's, you know, and I'm over like, and I've actually seen somebody tag it, and they were white with, you know, it was this chick and her friend. I was riding down Market, and I seen it. They was putting the B up. You know what I'm saying? I'm like, come on, family. All cops are bastards. It was all across this city, and I'm sitting here like, you know, who are y'all doing that for? So we didn't ask y'all to do that.
Yeah.
You know, and y'all making us look bad because y'all standing for the cause, the just cause of what we're trying to do. Like, at the end of the day, this is our fight. This is our fight. You know, and yeah, we need everyone else to fight with us, because if you care, you fight, whatever race you are. But this is our fight. You know what I'm saying? This has been our fight. You know, this is something that we're going to continue to keep on fighting. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, I think a lot of people are making it more radical for us. And, you know, and outside of something that's just, it's confusing, you know. And people, again, are just trying to really just take a lot of the opportunity, man, to invade people's, you know, workspace and what they've worked for, man, their assets, you know. Like, heck, I was coming home from downtown, came in the house, and my wife is like, "Ain't that your office on the TV?" And I'm looking at the television, and man, they throwing bricks and steel toe the heck at the windows downtown, man. I'm over like, oh no, I gotta get back downtown. She's like, please don't go back down there. And I didn't. I was so mad, man, because those same people I'm walking with.
Yeah.
And I'm like, what are y'all doing? Like, what are y'all doing? Like, I don't stand for the rioting, and I don't do for none of that. You know, a life is the most important than anything else, but you are vandalizing for what reason? Like, nobody even knows that you've done it. So what message did you just send if nobody's seen it?
Yeah.
You think they care about y'all busting out these windows? Now they're going to replace the rubber bullets now with something else. You know, it does nothing but cause more destruction. It's like violence beget violence. It's the same concept. You're not doing anything to the situation. Your voice is what needs to be heard. That's the sacrifice that you need to take. And yeah, if they want to retaliate in a certain type of way, we fight through it. It's not easy. It's not fun. This ain't anything. This isn't the game to anybody. You know what I'm saying? But people out here are really doing it because it's cool. You know what I'm saying? I had people taking selfies when they was spray painting stuff and throwing up the peace sign and stuff. Like, I want to punch them in their jaw. You know what I'm saying? Like, you serious? Photo op. What are y'all doing? Yeah. You know what I'm saying? And that right there is that's my problem with a lot of this. You know, it's the unity factor, man. People aren't on the same page with none of this. And that's why it's hard for it to be completed in a sense, or for the message to be relayed in a sense, because everyone isn't saying the same message. So it's not attacking at the same time. It needs to hit harder. And, you know, but like even today, you know, the black men are out there marching, they're out there together. You know, that's what needs to happen. Yeah. You know, we need to keep doing that. You know, we need to keep fighting for this. Like you said, I don't know why they always use rubber bullets. I can't even answer that question. I don't understand why they shoot an unarmed person in the face and not the legs. I don't ever understand why you can't just go for the leg. They standing in front of you. There was a video of this white guy chasing a police officer almost about 300 feet down the street with a knife. It took him almost 10 minutes to shoot him. And when he shot him in the leg and the stomach. He then got up, grabbed his knife, and went back at the cop again. I'm like, this dude is relentless. He is going at him. And then the other cop was like, he's got to go, and shot him dead. Yeah. It took y'all that long to do that. Now, y'all can sit there and be like, it wasn't a race matter. I beg to differ. And I'm the last person to analyze a situation that I wasn't there of. But you got to make it make sense to me.
Yeah, facts.
You know, why Anton Brown getting shot is because he was trying to get loose because y'all was trying to detain him for no reason. Then y'all shot him dead right there in the middle of the store in the street in the parking lot. You know, why is Ahmaud got a neck in his whole entire throat? He's held down by 2 police, got a knee on his neck by another cop, and then apparently the cop's brother-in-law was just standing there talking about, yeah, you can breathe. And then the biggest thing is, and I said this before, I said, man, if I was there, I would either knock that cop out or pushed him off. And it's easy for me to say because I'm that type of person. Yeah. There is like 20 of you on the street filming and watching this. There's 4 of them. I don't care how many guns they got, how many bullets. They got to take the gun out the holster. That's how my mind works. This man got his hand in his pocket.
Yeah, he feels like he's not threatened.
Yeah, it's not threatened. There's no reason why I can't see it. And people are like, well, they don't know what somebody's going to do, or they don't know how, you know, it would have been executed. They would have went to jail and got a felony, even if he did live. Okay, cool, I'll get out. I cuffed myself. Okay, I saved a life, man. Our people at that. The guy filming the camera talking about, man, you see he can't breathe, bro. Why didn't you kick him in his mouth? And again, I'm not. He did as much as he could. I'm not taking it away from. But I'm like, nobody.
Yeah, nobody.
We can now march and ride as a unit against the whole brigade of cops, but nobody couldn't kick this man off this man's neck. That's just me.
Okay.
People won't look at what I said and being wrong. That's fine. It's not cowardless what you did. I'm just saying there's many of y'all than the four of them.
Facts.
And the man is cuffed on the ground, bound by other people with a knee in his neck, and we watched him die for 7 minutes. It doesn't make sense to me. I don't know. I grew up fighting professionally on out, you know, and in my mind, when it comes down to like protecting someone, it's a fight or flight for me, and it's really instinct. I'm like, y'all fear the gun, not the badge. Can't be the badge.
Can't be.
You know what I'm saying? You know, so that's what I'm saying, man. Like, this dude was comfortable, hands in the pocket, just sitting there.
He was chilling.
He
was chilling.
Come on, family. And ain't no way. There's no way, bro. If I would ever watch anybody I know, you, sees, I don't care. It don't matter to me. Like, I'm sleeping somebody. And if I gotta get hit with something, cool. If I'm gone, then okay. It's easy for me to say because I'm me. I know me. You know, a life saving is worth so much, especially when it comes to the unjust.
Yeah.
Simple for me, you know. But again, I'm not knocking them for that. I'm glad that they got the evidence down and the justice will be served for this man. But that man can still be living too. You know. But it's sensitive times right now for a lot of us, man. And then even with me being a musician, you know, I feel like within the music, a lot of us need to be helping spread this message throughout our voices, through the sound. We need to do that, you know, for those who have the ability to do it. But we need to stand together, man, as a unit, not just, you know, there's a lot of people out here trying to be chiefs, man. Can't do that. All y'all got different motives. We just need to fuel y'all with the same agenda, and the people will follow. You know, that's how it needs to be out here, you know. And marching for the same reason, fighting for the same cause. Some of these blacks are walking with us. Some of these black cops out here walking with us. Heck, there's white cops walking with us out here. Yeah. And a lot of people don't want to accept that. I'm like, what's the point then? Yeah. That's what we're doing this for. Yeah. It's for equality. In a sense, for the whole spectrum of this, is for equality. It's fighting to stand on the same level with everyone else who's not us because of what we have been through for 500 plus years. You know. That whole mentality from them has been passed down to generation to generation, and people who are racist today have been taught. People who are younger than me talking about nigger, nigger, nigger. Dude, there's no way that you figured it out and you use it as a hate form. Yeah. You have to explain how. How would you? You know. And then we got people who don't help to enforce the situation. We got blacks out here with white friends who are saying nigger in front of them, and I'm like, you ain't punched them yet? You know what I'm saying? It goes in my mind all the time, fam. Yeah. Like it's the utmost disrespect when, and it's on the parents, it's on the media, it's on everything else. People like to be a part of a system that seems important. Mm-hmm. That's why people like to show off so much in front of the media. And once you're in the media, you feel like you can't be harmed because it's the media. They don't know me personally, but you fail to realize we can find you now. People do that now, you know, and you can't keep going this way and not think that the consequences are gonna come your manner. They got the whole George Floyd challenge. Y'all seen that?
Yeah, I seen it.
Y'all seen that mess?
Yeah, I seen it.
They are kneeling on their friend's neck and taking selfies and pictures. You know what I'm saying? Like, you kidding me, right? You know, like, bro, that consequence is gonna come at you. Like, what? That's what I'm saying, man. The system is so messed up. Because why is it that they have to know that's not okay? They have to, in some form, tell themselves that I'm going to get away with this because it's just a joke. Impossible, fam. You know, I've been through police brutality. I've dealt with that since I was like 7, man. I grew up on 16th Street by the, you know, off of Garland and Breckenridge downtown, man, in the West End, you know. And I couldn't even, when I got older, I couldn't even walk up to Central High School without somebody coming up to me, you know, going down the block without a cop asking me where I'm going. Heck, then when I moved out in the suburbs, I couldn't walk down the street asking why am I in the wrong area. This was just 4 years ago. Yeah. I've been thrown in the back of paddy wagons, bro. I've been spit on by cops. I've been caught by niggas by cops. I've been beat by cops. And nothing has happened that came out of it. Because at that point in time, what we have now wasn't even relevant then. You know. Gang of my friends going to a teen night party. 14 years old, bro. 9 cops harassed the hell out of us and throw us in the back of paddy wagons. Stomped my jaw, hit me with a baton. My boy got more damage than any of us. They stomped him in the face, something serious. And they throw me in the back of the paddy wagon. My father comes pulling up, man, to come pick me up. He's walking to the car. He's ready to unload on everybody. He don't care. His son's in the back of the paddy wagon for no reason. I come out, man, my eyes somewhat shut, my mouth is bleeding. And when they asked what happened to him, they talking about, man, I got into a fight. I got into a scuffle. The story changed so much. It's my guy Matthew, my boy BJ, and our boy Rob. I'll never forget it, man. It's probably one of the worst things I think I've been through as far as when it comes down to law enforcement. 9 white cops. Now, matter of fact, I think one was black. He did nothing. And even throughout my time getting older, man, you know, the most recent thing I went through, I was at the Thorntons off of 18th and Hill. I was about to go get some gas, and I pulled up texting. Get a knock on my window, man. There are 3 cops standing outside my window, man. During all of this is about a month and a half ago. Bulletproof vest, I'm talking about, what am I doing? I just pulled up. Talking about my car was suspicious. They seen my car somewhere and a whole bunch of other mess. They armed, like they got him out. ARs, they got him like out. And I'm looking at them like, you know, like, what are y'all doing? They let me go though, but I got harassed for like 5 minutes for what?
For nothing.
For nothing. And a lot of people who are close to me, one of my friends, a lot of them don't know what that is like directly.
Mm-hmm.
They don't know what that's like, being spit on and being called a nigga
Right.
while in cuffs. And I can take them experiences and understand that that's still not everybody.
Yeah, no.
You know, it's rough, man. It's a rough time right now. And we need to keep fighting. We need to keep on fighting, man. We that's all we can do. You know, it's all we can do. And it needs to get better for the sake of humanity, for the sake of our community, and for the sake of other people. Because it's going to get to a point, man, to where you keep poking that bear, bro. I'm telling you. He gonna fight back something serious.
Mm-hmm.
They need to understand and realize what we're crying for. It's not hard to grasp the concept. It's, you know, they choose not to. You know, or whatever the reason might be.
That's a fact, bro.
Yeah, man.
But you got any shout outs? You got any last words you want to say before we get up out of here?
Man, look. Shout out, man, to first off to those who are out here, man, walking this fight, man, and doing what they got to do. You know, my brothers out there, man, who know I love y'all very, very much out here, man, walking these streets, man, doing what y'all got to do every single day, man. Ricky Boone, William Mitchell, you know, Brandon Simmons, B.Simm, you know, Harris Season, my boy Brilliant, Shy Candy, Schlick, you know, everybody up here, man, a huge music, man. Thank y'all, man, for being there supporting this city, man. You know what I'm saying? To my mans behind the camera, man, to just everybody right now, fam. I think it's, you know, I can't even be selfish with those who I know personally. You know what I'm saying? We out here doing this, man, for our families, our wife. I got wife and kid out here, man. I got to go hard, man, for these people. You know what I'm saying? And right now is a time to stand more than anything. But, you know, when it comes down to my music, I'll be dropping some things soon. You know, Vicky Secrets will be coming soon. I'm now going to be doing this Father's Day joint now because of the influence of a man. I'm going to do that now because it needs that support needs to be seen. You know, so I'm going to do that. But yeah, man, just, you know, I just want everybody to be safe out here. You know what I'm saying, during these times. You know, I'm glad that y'all standing. You know, we need everybody to wake up, you know, and this needs to get better, you know, before it gets worse than what it is, and there'll be something completely off, you know. But we need to keep fighting, man. But yeah, man, just peace and love to everybody, you know. And I'll be dropping some more things pretty soon. This project gonna be dropping, man, with these artists, man, for the cause. It's gonna be coming pretty soon. So But yeah, man, that's it. You know, the third is coming. Get me on the third, man, at thethirdmusic.com. THEIIRD music.com. That's everywhere else too. All my social media is the same way. The Third Music, Instagram, Facebook, all that jazz. New music coming soon. So anybody need production, hit me up too. Need hooks, hit me up too. The whole nine, it don't matter. You know, I got you. So yeah, that's all I got, man.
All right, well, shit. Like I said, bro, I appreciate it.
Oh yeah.
Linking up. You know what I'm saying? Getting it in.
Oh yeah.
Great talk. Talked about the music. Talked about everything going on.
Yeah, man.
And yeah, man, I'm just echo what you said. Everybody stay safe. Be smart. We out.
Yeah. Peace.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Cause even though times get rough, I never turn